All right, folks. I just watched a little bit of the brand new Ryan Upchurch video. Hold on a minute. I'm going to play just a little bit of it. I'm not going to show it on camera because I don't want to get struck or anything. First off, I'm going to put on my helmet just to make sure. I survived this. All right, let's see what the kid's saying.
Kylie Rodney is not Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney is Kylie Ross. Kylie Ross's dad is fake Kylie Rodney's grandpa. That sounds fucking crazy. Yeah. So one piece of evidence that was thrown out there that everybody was like, what the hell does this mean? Was everyone keeps talking about this Be Real app, right? I've never fucking heard of it. Have you? I've never heard of it. And if you look it up, it's like it's the biggest thing ever, when really it's fucking not. So if you look at the evidence that's been put out, there was a picture that came out where it's the girls in the car lean back, and there's a supposedly Kylie Rodney like with them or whatever. That's the picture everybody's saying, yo, that girl looks dead.
Oh, snap. Why does it look like... In that photo, holy snap, it looks like her eyeball is swollen shut and blood coming maybe from her lips or her nose. I think that might be photo. I don't know. Her other eye looks cross-eyed. Like, oh man. Let's blow this photo up. What in the heck? Something ain't right, folks. Is it possible they propped her up and she was deceased to make it look, I don't know. I'm seeing shades in certain spots where there shouldn't be shades. What does that tell me? Very well could be photo op. If not, then that's real. But the shading that I'm seeing on the side of the face where the light should be lighting it up, but what we are seeing is shading. Now, whether that is shading from the eye being so swollen or it's photo op. Yeah. All right, let's continue to listen to what he has to say real quick.
So if you go back and look at the actual first Be Real post and you take it and you turn the contrast down and turn the sharpness up, you can see the name of the profile. If you take that username,
Callie
it's on Be Real,
but
and
spelled
apply
with
it
a
to TikTok, you see how they're wasting everybody's time? TikTok. If you put that name into TikTok, look at the profile that comes up.
He lied. He ain't my friend, but he did it out of spite. He got a wife, but she ain't the one he liked.
So if you look at Kylie, Kiely, and look at her situation and who's around her, look at the grandpa, because the grandpa on Kylie, Kiely's page is the dad on Callie's page.
Yeah. Callie's dad. Callie Rodney's grandpa. Oh, snap.
You mean to tell me Kylie with a C and Kylie with a K have the same dad, grandpa? And by the way, don't waste your time being like, well, they don't look the same. That guy looks a little older than the other guy. Yeah, that's the point.
They did that on purpose.
All right, mister. Oh, they're not the same person. They look a little different in age. Well, how about this? Let's put Kylie with the C and Kylie with the K beside each other. What's the next thing that someone trying to
Oh,
this up would say?
snap.
Oh, well, Kylie has teeth. This girl obviously has braces. Yeah, I know. That's why her fucking teeth are edited on every other fucking picture of her.
Oh boy. Holy macaroni.
Damn, dude, y'all need to hire a new fucking editor, man. Well, I could do that on a fucking app that's free better than that. Y'all stacking teeth on top of teeth. We'll just give her a different pattern of teeth.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know? Kylie with the C and Kylie with the K are the same Kylies. They even have the same dad grandpa, remember? Well, darn, let's go on Kylie with the C's page and see if she has a picture with the actual CRV, since Kylie with a K doesn't have an actual picture with the CRV.
Mm-hmm.
Well, be damned. Kylie with the
Very
C does have an
interesting.
actual picture with a 2013 silver CRV.
Very
So
interesting.
that's why we can't find Kylie with a K with an actual picture of a CRV. And it's so funny, these little plants, they pop up everywhere and they're like, hey, you're wrong. Look at me over here. You're wrong. Just showing their face like it ain't shit. You know what I mean? Damn. So the lady last night on the panel I was on who popped in out of nowhere and was like, hey, I'm a psychologist, when really she obviously wasn't. Let's see if we can match her face to a younger face that's on the Kylie with the C's profile. I bet we can. This is the panel I was on last night. When this lady left, I said, she's suspect.
Oh my gosh, she was just on. Oh my
That
God.
same exact lady, younger, on the Kylie with the C girls page that looks exactly like and has the same grandpa dad as Kylie with the K.
Oh snap.
You think that's crazy?
Yeah,
Some of the other people on
it
my list
is.
that everyone's been looking at the whole time. P.S. Molly go lightly.
No, not Molly. Molly go lightly.
It appears that Molly go lightly deleted her live. Good thing we recorded the entire thing. Good. Guess what I just found?
What? All right.
You're about to see on YouTube in 10 minutes. I found everybody.
Oh my God. That's Jay for Justice and Molly Goodwaller.
Did you solve the case?
I solved at least half of it. What information I have, when I put it out, if it's not known, and it will be known then, everything's gonna fucking go nuts.
Oh my God, he
Now,
just
are you
blew the case wide open.
I'm showing you exactly where everything goes.
He's gonna burn it down.
The pictures that are being used are old. They're old pictures of the same person who's involved in the case right now.
Why do you think that this would be?
Oh my
Because
God.
it's an easy way to make a fuck ton of money. And the RAM sticker, and all this is being done on the computer, right? What's RAM? What does RAM stand for in computers? Random access memory. If you give a bunch of random facts that are accessible, your memory's fucked up. Random access memory.
Oh my God.
Are you dropping a video?
I hate when this kid is right.
Mhm. Kylie's real name is Kylie.
Spelt different.
Ain't you internet criminals supposed to be like smart? You ain't.
I hate when this kid is right. Holy crap. I'm gonna start smoking marijuana so I can be smart like upchurch. Ah, this is unbelievable. Ah, kid, you're funny. He might have something there. I don't know. I'm not. Where's he? How's he get all that? I don't know. That photo, though, of Kylie in the back of the vehicle with them girls did look freaky when he zoomed in on it and showed it and everything. It looked pretty freaky, like her eye was swollen pretty dang bad, and it looked like blood coming from her nose. It's like they propped her up against one of the girls and then took a photo or something. But from what I'm seeing, it looks photo opped to me, folks. Why? Because the side of her face should be lit up, but you're seeing a bunch of shadow underneath the eye and everything when it should be uh, lit up. The other side of her face should be dark. But I don't know. We'll have to investigate this, man. This is some unbelievable. This is mind-boggling. Look at, I got my helmet on just in case. This is madness. I don't know. Aliens. It could be. I'm not sure. But who do I got in here? Joe 3. Joe 3. How you doing? You're welcome here. This is unbelievable. Mind-boggling. I guess who knew you just had to smoke cannabis to be smart? I don't know. Unbelievable. He blew the case wide open, solved it, half of it. Kylie Rodney is really Kylie Rodney, but spelt differently. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Is it possible? Sure. Sure, it's possible. Could it have been something fake internet put together within a couple weeks? Sure. A couple days you could put that together and put it out on the internet. But the photo does look suspicious, and they would have to have somebody look at the photo and examine it. But what am I seeing? I'm seeing sort of a photo op of something. Photo op or CGI or something. Almost looks like a little dude popping out when you really blow the photo up. Let me see if I can find it again, and then I'll zoom in on it. And you guys can see it. But unbelievable video, funny plus unbelievable. He might be onto something, but here's the thing. I think he keeps going down rabbit holes. I think they planted it, the rabbit hole, and he's going down it. And it gets more crazier every day, folks. So I don't know what to believe. I'm going to stick to my guns and say I am going to wait for the autopsy to come out and the toxicology and the forensic evidence, and that will tell us if Kylie Rodney was deceased before she went into the water. Another thing, the autopsy will tell if it's the real Kylie Rodney or not. Maybe it is someone else. We don't know. We won't know until they get done with the autopsy and everything else. But what a video that he put out. Hey, I give it this much. The dude's funny, but we all hope that he ain't doing this for publicity because he just put out a new record. So, I don't know. Could be. You go on YouTube, cause a feeding frenzy, keep all eyes on you, and then you drop a new record. Maybe. I don't know. He does his own PR. No one tells him what to do. It's obvious because if he was signed, they'd probably be shitting their pants right now going, what is this kid doing? Oh, it's safe to say I could take the helmet off. That was a good laugh, kid. We hope it's real. If not, you'll probably never work in this town again. You'll probably never work in this town again, kid. Hey, Elvis had this same problem. Hey, you couldn't film Elvis from the waist down for a long time, you know. And it might be this way with upchurch. The kid's funny, but that's as far as it goes. The situation ain't funny. The kid is funny. Upchurch is funny. I'll give him that. But the situation ain't funny. It ain't funny. I'm hoping this kid is right. If not, he's going to lose everything probably. You know, JoJo 3 said Alien with Ryan. I don't know. But if that's the case, I'm putting on my chrome helmet just in case they try and do that. And I'll be safe. But till then, I'm waiting for the autopsy and I'm waiting for the forensic evidence and all the evidence, toxicology, everything to see if that really was Kylie Rodney or the Kylie Rodney spelled with a K, or if it was the Kylie Rodney spelled with a C, the look-alike stand-in. They needed a body. Why? Because the real Kylie Rodney, the one that played guitar, was going to be a superstar. You know, Illuminati crap is what we're seeing right now, folks. Right in front of our faces. Illuminati stuff. They need a body to say Kylie Rodney is dead. Then boom, we see her on stage somewhere a year down the road as I don't know, the next Madonna or whatever. I don't know. We hope to God not. No. Once again, condolences to the Rodney family. But this is what happens with social media. It becomes a feeding frenzy, and it's just harder for us to tell the truth. But the real professionals will, and I imagine if Ryan Upchurch is wrong, I imagine the government's probably going to make an example out of him. You know, hopefully he's right. I don't know. It sounds good. It sounds like a mystery. Could it be possible? Well, sure, anything could be possible. Could it be Kylie Rodney spelt with a K is really Kylie Rodney spelt with a C? We don't know. We don't know. But I ain't worried about it. Like we always say around here on this channel, shoot first and ask questions later. And it's madness. And it keeps getting worse. And I am interested in seeing that photo again. Let me see if I can see that photo again.
If you take that username that is on Be Real, everybody's saying, yo, that girl looks dead.
I can't play none of this. I'm just trying to look for that photo so I can blow it up. Oh, here it is. There it is, right there. Hold on a second. All right, there it is. Now let's blow this up, folks. Boom. I don't know if you can see that. Now I'm looking at that photo. Oh, man, this don't look good. I'm hoping. Man, this don't look good. I'm hoping that photo is photo op. If not, I'm seeing a massive swollen eyeball. But what's getting me is there's a lot of darkness underneath the eye. Meaning it's black. And if it was bruised, it would be a different, it wouldn't be black like that. I don't know. It looks more like photo. Let's see if it zooms in at all. All right, there we go. Now that does look looks like it's photo opt. When you zoom in on it and blow the picture up, you can see it looks like a face on her eye. And underneath where I thought it was, looked like maybe blood. It could be blood, dried up blood, or I don't know. What they need to do is they need to find this photo. Find out where he got this photo, and the professionals need to go over this photo. No, because I'm seeing faces in these injuries. And what does that tell you? Deep fake. It's a deep fake photo. Here's the only thing I can think of is either she has injuries and they photoed up over the injuries to cover up the injuries, or someone photo opted and it's a deep fake. Because I'm seeing a dude's face in her eyeball. The eyeball is way too swollen. Way too swollen. An eyeball that swollen would have came out of its eye socket. So this is a deep fake. Yeah, she does look dead, but when you zoom in on the photo, really zoom in, it's a deep fake. So, yeah, but his whole mind works differently. Total different mind configuration, chemically imbalanced or something, and I don't know. But if this is all real and that dude is telling the truth and has figured out this whole thing, I want to know what kind of cannabis he is smoking and what drugs he is on. But I don't think so, folks. I think it was a deep rabbit hole and he keeps sinking into it further. And if you had any sense, folks, you should wait for the autopsy and toxicology and forensic and the investigators to do their job, and they will be able to tell if little Kylie Rodney was deceased before she ever went into the water, and they will be able to tell if she struggled to get out. They will be able to tell this, So I would wait. Upchurch, take a vacation, please. The kid is nuts. He's funny, but it's the wrong thing to be making fun about or coming up with this madness. Just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. So what Upchurch is saying that Kylie is not the real Kylie that passed. So if we go by all this Illuminati stuff, okay, they needed a body. I've seen this already in the John Bonet case. Okay, John Bonet is really alive. She's Katy Perry. We've seen this. In other cases, the Illuminati, she was going to be a star. So they needed a body to make it look like she was really dead. But it really wasn't John Bonet. It was someone else. And John Bonet is alive now. And And this is where we're heading down this rabbit hole, folks, with all this. Now, the real Kylie Rodney is alive, but they needed a body so she could become an Illuminati superstar or whatever. And somebody died, but it really ain't the real Kylie Rodney. I don't know. I don't know. But I can tell you this. I'm waiting for the autopsy report and the rest of it. And if there is any foul play, the police will go through all phone records, track everybody that was there, all their phone records, and track them phone records to other phones if there was any kind of conspiracy or drug cover up or anything like that. The government will do their job. There's so much heat on this case right now that I think they're just waiting. The government is waiting to get it right. And then they're going to come out and say, guess what? It was just a normal accident, you know. Or they're going to come out and say, we believe there was foul play. And the autopsy and the proof shows that. And then they will go on there and it'll still be an ongoing case. But the kid is funny, but I think he's picking the wrong stuff to be funny about. Right now, I think he's lost interest in the crime world, and he's going to try and send anybody on a rabbit hole or mind trip, or I don't know. Maybe he took too much DMT, and we might get to see the real Ryan Upchurch months from now. We don't know. Someone get a hold of Joe Rogan. Rogan knows a lot about that DMT stuff. I don't know. This is unbelievable. He solved the whole case. I can't believe it. This is phenomenal. Sick, but unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know, we don't know. There's so many speculations out there. You know, do I think he's sending people in a rabbit hole that he's in a rabbit hole? Probably, folks. That photo looked photoed up to me. So either they were trying to cover up injuries or they just photoed up it to what? Deep fake. Told you, folks, don't believe everything you hear on YouTube. Don't believe everything on Google. If you can take data from a device, you can put fake data on it. So it's a rabbit hole. I ain't going down it. Let's wait until the investigators and the professionals are done. And if they find foul play or corruption or conspiracy to deceive or whatever, the public or whatever, then there'll be, probably many YouTubers going down along with them. There'll be like 50 Alex Joneses. I don't know. But it don't look good. I think the government's waiting. They're doing the right thing. They're waiting. They're going to make sure they get it right. When they come out, if there was foul play, they're going to say, we believe there was foul play. And this is why. And this, and this, and this. And this is an ongoing investigation. And if it was just a drowning, they're going to make sure it was just a drowning, an accident. You know, that young lady might have made a bad choice and drove in the lake a little intoxicated. She might have passed out behind the wheel. And going into the lake might have woke her up. And then, but it was too late. The car was already in the water, pitch dark out. I can see if they came to me and they say, Johnny, she drowned. She tried getting out. There's evidence she tried getting out. Uh, she was intoxicated. Then that's it. That's the case. The poor little lady, God rest her little soul. She drowned. She made a mistake. But if they come out and say it's foul play, then boom, it's foul play. They will investigate it, and whether or not, they will investigate it. But if it's the Illuminati, maybe Ryan Upchurch is onto something. We'll find out. Don't worry. Dave's guitar channel's in the house tonight. How you doing, Dave? Dave, that's Joe 3. Facts over feelings. Dave, we need Columbo. Yeah, Columbo is alive right now. He'd tell you folks just the facts. He would. Ma'am, just the facts. And that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for the autopsy and everything to come out. I think they're doing their job right. If there was foul play, I can imagine most of the people that were there and involved or her friends are being probably, the data's probably being tracked. It's going to take time, folks, just like the Delphi. It takes time to read data, get data from all towers. It takes time. But I imagine a lot of people are saying, well, they got the autopsy back. If it was a drowning, don't you think they would come out and say it's a drowning? No, because the investigators investigating the vehicle probably ain't got their stuff back, and toxicology probably ain't got their stuff back yet. So they might have the autopsy done, but they're waiting to make sure they get everything right. Hey, she was drinking. There was alcohol in her body and other stuff. And there was no sign of a violent crime, or they will be able to tell if she was dead before she went in the water. And do I think it's possible to end up in the hatch? Sure. Even if she was deceased or drowned in the front seat. And yeah, there's been bodies before that have worked their way out of the front seat, strapped in and floated. So I'm waiting. I mean, we all got scenarios. We all do. Just call you Jojo. All right. All right. Yeah, it's interesting to see. What do I think it is? I think it's a rabbit hole. I think he's messing with people now, just deliberately to see if he can. Money, power. This is what happens when you have kids with too much money and too much fame too fast. And, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I know he's upsetting a lot of people on YouTube, a lot. But on YouTube, that's what makes videos good. That's what makes crime channels good, is the drama, the madness. Nobody wants to hear, boy, I think you look wonderful today, Miss Whatever, or a love story. No, they want drama, madness, and death and mysterious stuff. And now we got Illuminati. The upchurch blew the case out of the water. The real Kylie Rodney ain't the real Kylie Rodney. It's like the Green Mile. My name's John Coffey, but not spelt the same. It's coffee, but it's coffee. Just spelt different. Same meaning, just spelt different. God, who only knew? Somebody get me some cannabis. I want to be smart. Wait a minute, I got some right here. No. How does the kid do it? I don't know. The kid is the kid. He's out there. I just think he's picking the wrong situation to do this, but I don't know. I might be wrong. And if you know anything about the music business, well, sure, I imagine publicity has a part of it. It would make sense. He's just getting ready to drop. He's dropping a new record or whatever. Yeah, sure. He runs his own PI stuff, and yeah. I imagine if he had a real PI guy, he'd probably say, "No, you don't want to do it this way." Well, I don't know. Ask Dave Levine. I mean, Dave might know more. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Levine from the Dave's Guitar Channel is in my chat. You might want to ask Dave. Dave probably could have been a good lawyer, but he chose music. Why? We're still wondering. But publicity, maybe. Or he's just, the fame went to his head. He's got too much money, too much fame. He can't handle it. He's going cuckoo. And he don't care because he's got tons of money. He'll buy his way out of it. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I know one thing. He's lost his, from what I can tell, his credentials in the crime channel community. But there is people still out there saying, "Oh my God, he's a genius. He blew it wide open." And I'm like, are you telling me that Ryan Upchurch is better than our CIA and FBI? Even Homeland couldn't figure out this whole thing? I don't think so, folks. I think maybe he fell into a rabbit hole. He realized he messed up. So what did he do? Instead of making a video saying, "Hey, I was wrong," he puts out a rabbit hole for the whole rest of the world to follow him down the road. And at the end of this road is a bunch of lampposts with a bunch of people sitting around talking to a lamppost. "Hello, lamppost. How are you today?" This is unbelievable. This is unreal. This has got me hungry. I'm gonna eat. I stopped and got me a blueberry donut. I'm drinking my lemon water still. I'm trying to beef up. I'm on the Dave's Guitar Channel program. Trying to lean up. Get cut. I mean, I don't want to look like a piece of granite. But I'm just saying. Johnny, you ever tried the lime cucumber Gatorade? No, I haven't, Raphael, but You know, I was at my brother's today, and he's got a giant garden. And on the way before I left, he gave me a couple giant cucumbers. So I came home and had a couple cucumbers. Now they say cucumber is good for you if you're dehydrated because it holds a lot of water. So when you eat it and digest it, it it rehydrates your. I got a bad connection. It's saying connection is bad. Hold on, let me shut down another window. I had another tab open. Oh, that did it. I might have had too many tabs open. Are you guys still there? Excuse me. Excuse me. There went all my viewers just from one burp. All right, anything else, folks? I'm going to shut this down because it is 1:30. And I'm going to go over and check out a lady that's been promoting channels. Wow. Very nice lady. Folks, if you're out there, watch Beck's channel. Very nice lady. She sings, dances, all kinds of stuff. And she also promotes channels. So I think she's live right now. And yeah, great video of church. I don't know if it's fictional or real or whatever, but funny stuff. But when you really think about it, is it possible something like that can happen? Anything is possible in the world we live in today. You know, the whole Illuminati thing. They needed another body, another woman that looked like Kylie, and boom, boom. I think that's why everyone's like, well, they got the autopsy done. Why haven't they come? I imagine they're going through everything with a fine-tooth comb to make sure they get it right. They don't want to be made a fool out of already, like they have been supposedly by some of these YouTubers with the police department. So I imagine they're going to get everything right and come out and say this was a drowning, accidental drowning, or there was foul play. There's only two options. You know, so I think I'm going to wait for the autopsy to determine, because anything is really possible. There in a murder, a cover-up, a kidnapping, anything is possible. And they look at everybody, family, friends, even YouTubers, and yeah, crazy stuff. But anything is possible. Now, you folks have a good night. I got to go watch some YouTube channels here real fast. And then I'm probably going to hit the hay here shortly. I've been trying to get a lot of sleep. So I got to bed pretty early last night, I think about 2 o'clock. And I need to get to bed earlier. Anything else you guys want to say? Beck, love you a long time. No, Beck's a nice lady. She's a nice lady. Please, Raphael, don't make fun of Beck. Beck, good woman. Very nice. And she does help out other people. So other than that, anyone else? Instead of Raphael giving me so much trouble. I don't know. Some days he behaves himself and has questions or whatever about stuff. He's just rip roaring through the chat, busting my cojones. I don't know, but no, you should watch Beck. She has a good channel. And yes, she's very beautiful. But the Lord knows everything. and he'll solve the case. Hopefully get our souls back and anointings. All right, now that there's no more questions, I think I'm going to end this video real quick and watch some YouTube. You folks have a good night. Be safe. Thanks for everybody stopping in. Raphael, Jojo, Dave's Guitar Channel, betterly known as Columbo. Who else stopped in? And I think that's it. That's it. Now you folks have a good night. Be safe. Thanks for stopping in. See you next live. Upchurch. Please give it a break. Give it a break. Good night, folks.